Hello everyone, myself Bijal Joshi. Today I am going to solve the model answer paper of Cyclic Test 2 of History and Political Science. The paper is of 30 marks and the test is conducted on History and Civics chapter. History chapter, the Vedic period, and Civics are Constitution. So let's begin with the first part. Answer the following in short, which is of 1 mark each. So here we have to write down the specific 1 point. Answer number 1. Constitution is a set of rules and regulations according to which a nation is governed. Answer number 2. Dr. B.R. Ambedkar was the chairman of the drafting committee of the Constitution. Answer 3. Dr. Rajendra Prasad was the president of the Constituent Assembly. Answer 4. The original constitution had 395 articles and 8 schedules. Answer 5. The constitution was adopted on 26th of November 1949 and it was brought into force, or you can say the date of enforcement, on 26th of January 1950. So if you have written down the exact points in 5 answers, then give yourself 5 on 5. Going to the next set of question, which is of 2 marks and 3 marks. So the first one, we have to write down the objectives. And the second question is on the importance of 26 Jan. Let's start with the first answer, which is of 2 marks. So you have to write down 2 points. The objectives resolution highlighted the following national goals. Point number 1, free India will be nothing but a republic. Point number 2, the republic would grant fundamental rights to citizens. Point number 3, the state would safeguard the rights of minorities and backward classes. So if you have written down any 2 points out of these 3 points, give yourself 2 on 2. Going to the next answer, that is significance of 26 Jan. Point 1. It was on this date, January 26, in 1929, that the Lahore session of the Indian National Congress had for the first time given the call of Purna Swaraj or complete independence. Point 2. Since then, the day was celebrated as Independence Day up to 1947. If you have written down these points, give yourself 3 on 3. With this, we complete this second part. Going to the third set of question, that is answer the following of 2 marks each. So here we have to write down 2 points compulsorily because it is of 2 marks. If you write down any 1 point, then you will be giving yourself only 1 mark. So make sure 2 points are specified. Answer number 1, the 2 epics with their authors. Point 1, Ramayana, sage Valmiki, and point 2, Mahabharata, written by Ved Vyasa. 2 points covered, so give yourself 2 marks. Answer number 2, the female deities in the Vedic period were Usha, Ratri, Deshana, and Aditi. See, the 4 names are mentioned over here, so give yourself 2 marks if the 4 names are written by you. Answer 3, the 4 stages in the life of an Aryan are Brahmacharya Ashram, Grihastha Ashram, Vanaprastha Ashram, and Sannyasa Ashram. 2 marks for the 4 points. Answer number 4. Brahmanas are the simple commentary on Vedas written in prose form, whereas Aranyakas are the forest books written for the guidance of the hermits and students living in the forest. Point 2. Brahmanas explain the importance of rituals and sacrifices, whereas Aranyakas deals with the mysticism and philosophy. 2 marks for the 2 points. Answer number 5. Rig Veda is the oldest Veda. It contains 1028 hymns, most of them being prayers dedicated by sages to gods. It also contains the famous Gayatri mantra. Again, 2 marks for the 2 points. So if you have written down 2 points in each answer, then give yourself 10 on 10. Going to the last part of the paper, that is the structured answer, which are of usually 3 marks or 4 marks each. So make sure you have to write down 3 big points for the 3 marks question and 4 big points for the 4 marks question. Beginning with the first question, which is asked on social organization of Vedic period. Let's start with it. Point number 1. In the Rig Vedic time or the early Vedic period, the Aryans lived in villages. The family was on the fundamental unit of the society. It was patriarchal. This means that the oldest male member of the family was its head. He was called Grihapati or Kulapati. After the death of Grihapati, the responsibility shifted to his elder son. Point number 2. Several families lived in a grama or village. The head of the village was called Brahmini. Point 3. Several villages formed a Visha. The head of the Visha was called Vishapati. Point 4. Many Vishas formed a Jana, and the head of the Jana was called Rajan or the king. So with these 4 points, we complete the social organization of Vedic period. If you have written down these 4 points, give yourself 4 on 4. Going to the second structure answer, where we have to describe the Gurukul. So let's begin with it. Point 1. During the Vedic period, education was imparted through private Gurukuls. The residence of the Guru was called as the Gurukul, meaning the family of the Guru. It was the most sacred institution of knowledge. Point 2. The Gurukuls were often located on the outskirts of the city and even in forest. Point 3. The students lived in Gurukuls along with their Gurus. The Guru treated his students like his own children. Point 4. The student had to get up early in the morning, take a bath, and chant the Vedic mantras. Point 5. The subjects of the study included the Vedas, Puranas, grammar, mathematics, ethics, logic, and military science. With this, we complete the second answer. If you have written down the 5 points, give yourself 4 on 4. Going to the last answer, where we have to describe the position of women during the Rig Vedic period and during the later Vedic period. So here we have to compare both the periods. So you have to write down 3 or 4 points in each. Beginning with the first one. Position of women during the Rig Vedic period. Point 1. Women were respected. Point 2. The daughters were given the freedom to choose their husband. Point 3. Widow remarriage was prevalent. And point 4. There was no child marriage. Marriageable age was 16 to 17 years. Comparing the position of women during the later Vedic period, let's start with the first point. There was significant decline in the status of women. They were not allowed to participate in the yajnas. Next, they did not enjoy the right to property. The freedom to choose husbands by women was curtailed. So with this, we end the third question. That is the third answer. If you have written down the 3 points in each, give yourself 3 on 3. With this, we also end the 30 marks model answer paper. Students who have scored 30 on 30, congratulations. And those who have not, better luck next time. See you all soon. Goodbye.